With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Floor Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening and welcome to the Cardinal Coliseum for tonight's EPAC boys basketball matchup between 2 top 5 teams in the state of West Virginia as the Washington Patriots take on the Spring Mills Cardinals. Colin McLaughlin here for WRNR TV. Dylan Bishop alongside me. Our camera crew today, Ethan Elliott, as well as Tyler Strine and Rodney Watcher back at the studio. It is Kyler High. Pre-game coverage brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit them online at whmsystems.com. Dylan, what more could you ask for here tonight than to start EPAC play with the 2 best in the EPAC so far this season in Washington and Spring Mills?
Absolutely. Top 5 matchup. And obviously coming into Spring Mills tonight, Washington wants to try to upset the top dog. They're coming in as the underdog, and it's going to be a tough task for them. Now, we found that Santa Maria is out sick tonight, so it won't be a full look at what Spring Mills has for the full season, but this is still going to be a big-time matchup regardless, that if Washington can pull off the upset, can give them a lot of confidence for the rest of the season.
Packed crowd here inside the Cardinal Coliseum. Not a lot of seats left here for this top 10 matchup. It's highly anticipated. Last year, it went Spring Mills' way both times, one in dominating fashion, the other pretty much in dominating fashion as well, but not by almost 30. It was half that at 15. We'll see how tonight goes here between these 2 programs. Undefeated so far on the year, 6-0. Washington comes into the game with that record and 5th in this week's coaches poll. On the other side, Spring Mills, the defending state champions, 3rd in the coaches poll, sitting at 5-1 overall, and that one loss coming to the number 2 team in New York. I'm forgetting the classification at the top of my head. We'll hear from Coach Layton a little bit about that later on, so it's all good. But that was a buzzer beater as well, so both teams, as advertised, big-time matchup for sure here tonight.
Yeah, Spring Mills lost a couple pieces from last year, and like we said, tonight won't have their center, but Akwesi Apoku, Champong, Tyler Jones, Xavier Anderson, and the like. They've got a lot of talent. They're really well coached, and they are the top dog for a reason. And they're the top dog in the EPAC until somebody else in the Panhandle beats them.
Yeah, they graduated 5 last year. 4 of them played big roles for the program. Chase Shipley, Caleb Thomas, Lokayu Smith, and Max Anderson, of course, who I believe I've been seeing walking around here in attendance. He might be right behind us, I believe. Yeah, he's right behind us right now here for tonight's ball game, checking out his brother as both of them getting ready to play for the Mountaineers next season on the football field.
Yeah, I mean, it's a talented group. You see Spring Mills is really, in a lot of ways, in basketball and football, developing into another place, another school that puts out a lot of talent. It's not just Martinsburg football, it's Spring Mills football. And when it comes to basketball, nobody's doing it like Spring Mills in the Eastern Panhandle right now. They're the newest school, but they are quickly rising to the top in athletics.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead, step aside, take our first 2-minute break here in the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have our coaches' pregame interviews. This is West Virginia High School EPAC boys basketball on WRNR TV.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome back inside the Cardinal Coliseum here on WRNR TV as we count you down to tonight's tip-off between the number 5 Washington Patriots and number 3 Spring Mills Cardinals. Let's now go ahead and get to our coaches' pregame interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons.
First joined by the head coach of Spring Mill, Shannon Layton. Coach, your team off to a 5-1 start. What have you liked from them so far?
They've been dialing in to the defensive end. When we went to Florida, we faced tough competition down there, 3 games, and we always rely on our defense to get us through, and I'm pretty surprised with them thus far this year.
Your program graduated 5 guys last year. Who have kind of stepped into their places here this season so far?
We have Equazi, obviously. He started for us last year, phenomenal point guard. We still have Xavier Anderson. He holds down. He's the heart and soul of this team. He's our big guy, obviously. Also, Tyler Jones, he's been with us for a while, so they're showing the young guys the ropes to how to get it done in this system, and they've been doing a great job thus far.
Big-time matchup tonight here to open up Panhandle play. You guys get to host Washington, another top 10 opponent. What kind of stands out to you about their level of play so far here this year?
After watching them play several times this year, they get up and down the floor really well. They get after it on defense as well. Offensively, they're very talented. So, it's up to us to get back in transition, trying to slow them down a little bit.
What do you feel like are maybe some other keys here in today's game for you guys to be able to come out on top?
I think if we can control the glass and control turnovers, I think we have a good chance of coming out victorious here.
You mentioned getting to play down in Florida as well, some other opponents here out of state. How much does that level of competition benefit your program heading into this portion of the season where you get to see everybody within the area?
I think it benefits us. We played the 6A state champs out of Utah down there, took care of business. The game we came up short, we lost at the buzzer to a team out of New York. They were number 2 in the state of New York. So, facing tough competition like that, I think it prepares us for the EPAC and down the road if we're lucky enough to make it to the state tournament.
What's the message going to be ultimately for your team here tonight heading into this game?
I think if we come out here and play harder than they do, share the ball, look for open shots when they're there, if we just play smart, I think we have a good chance to come out victorious tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you for the time. I appreciate it.
All right.
Now joined by the head coach of the Washington Patriots, Ryan Miller. Coach, your team off to a fantastic start, undefeated so far. What have you guys really been able to improve on since the last time we saw you at the Skip Fowler?
Yeah, I think we've done a good job of kind of playing the brand of basketball, which we talked about last time. We want to get out and go and use our speed and athleticism to our advantage. I think we've done a good job at that. When we get really good is when we get up and guard and pressure the basketball, and it lets us get out in our transition, which I think we're really special. When you have 2 guards like Chris and Josiah who can get out and push the pace, that's game plan becomes pretty obvious. You want to put the ball in their hands and go with it. But I can't overstate how good Chet Gore is. Last game against Ron Brown, he had 13 points and 15 rebounds. And even though we're playing at the pace that we're playing, Chet's done a great job as a big man, trailing plays, knocking down threes, and he's been gigantic for us as well.
New challenge gets to come here today. You guys get to take on the defending state champs in Spring Mills, and it's a road matchup. Good environment so far already here just for the JV game. What level of excitement for your program is it here coming into this one?
I told my guys, man, if you're not fired up for this one, you're not a competitor. And at the end of the day, this is going to be a special basketball game with a lot of special basketball players on the floor. And as a coach, man, it's really fun to be able to just coach in a game like this, see how good these players are, and you if you appreciate basketball, you appreciate the game. At the end of the day, though, like whoever comes out of this, and I just talked to their AD about this. The sun's going to come up tomorrow. We're going to practice. I'm going to yell at my guys, no matter win or loss. We still have, this is just 1 of 22 at the end of the day. So as big as everyone makes it, and it is a big game, no doubt, top 5 matchup in the state, it's just one basketball game, and I got to remind my guys to stay grounded with that.
What kind of stands out to you about Spring Mills here so far this the season?
I'm going to be really obvious. Equazi and Tyler can really shoot the basketball. I also think that they're really good defensively. They're a really physical team, and we got to match that tonight if we want to have a chance. And they've been here before. They've been in big games. Our group, when we played in big games last year, sometimes we lived up to expectations, sometimes we didn't. We got a really good road win last year against Martinsburg without 2 of our better kids. But when we came here, we played well for 1 quarter, and then we didn't play well for 3. Now, Caleb had one of those nights that you dream of. But we got to prove that we belong in games like this. Talent-wise, I don't think there's any question. Everyone knows we do. Now, experience for them, obviously they have an advantage, but we just got to show up and play our brand of basketball.
Anything else, Coach?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was our coaches' interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons We'll go ahead, step aside, and take another 2-minute break. And on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll get you tonight's keys of the game and starting 5 for Washington and Spring Mills here on WRNR TV.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Mansion Ferretti,
the one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. We're Mansion Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back here inside the Cardinal Coliseum. Just about a minute or so left here in pregame warm-ups as we get you ready for this top 5 matchup in the state in Class 4A between the Washington Patriots and Spring Mills Cardinals. Colin McLaughlin here, Dylan Bishop alongside me. Camera crew today, Rodney Watcher, Ethan Elliott, and Tyler Strine. Back at the studio is Kyler High. Let's now get to tonight's keys of the game, and keys of the game are brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. They're revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. You can visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Dylan, go ahead and give us your keys of the game for tonight.
For Spring Mills, I think they need to limit the turnovers. Don't let Washington get out and on the fast break to be able to... Sorry, Colin, you're...
wrong one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
There you go. I couldn't hear myself.
My bad.
So Washington is going to want to get out and run. So they can do that more easily if they turn the ball over. If they turn over Spring Mills and are able to get those easy points in transition. So Spring Mills can limit the turnovers. I think that'll help them out tonight. And Washington, they're not big in the front court. They need to rebound. Get those extra possessions on offense. Don't give those second chance points to the Cardinals.
Guess I'm now 2 for 2 today on almost making my coworkers deaf. I apologize, Dylan. Was thinking that I was messing with my headset volume here, trying to turn it up so I can hear you better, and was messing with yours. So all good as both teams have concluded warm-ups. Let's now get you tonight's starting 5, brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area? Go ahead, call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-262-4222. Visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. And let's start off with the visiting Washington Patriots. Starting for Washington, you have number 1, Chris Dolman, number 3, Josiah King, number 5 as well, Avery Brown, number 11, Chet Gore, and rounding out the 5 for the Patriots, number 12, Jaquel Watkins. Now, your starting 5 here for the Spring Mills Cardinals as they turn out the lights. Starting for Spring Mills, you have number 2, Akwesi Apoku Achongbong, Number 3, Chase Jones. Number 4, Tyler Jones. Number 10, Xavier Anderson. And number 23, Jason Jones. Let's go ahead, step aside, and take one last 2-minute commercial break. And on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have tip-off for tonight's contest between Washington and Spring Mills here on WRNR TV.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Welcome back here inside the Cardinal Coliseum as the Spring Mills Color Guard presenting our nation's and state's colors exit. And then we'll have tip-off here tonight in this top 5 matchup between number 5 Washington and number 3 Spring Mills. For a packed crowd. I don't know if there's any seats left here tonight, Dylan. Looking forward to this one. Should be good. Any final thoughts before opening tip?
I was looking around during the anthem just seeing how many people are here, and it was a little staggering. This is early in the season, too, to have a big game like this. Everybody's coming out to see this one. Yeah, you're seeing every other team in the EPAC out in at least some sort of way, some representation here tonight. This is a big one. Spring Mills has played a lot of big basketball games over the last few years. Washington, I would say not nearly as many as them. Doesn't mean that they can't get it done tonight, but there's an experience factor at work for at least a handful of these players for Spring Mills. Some of them, it's the other way around. They're getting more run than they usually do.
Opening tip brought to you by your local full-service archery pro shop, Fort Evans Archery in Wood. Call 304-229-7064 or visit them online at fortevans.com. It's Washington in the baby blue uniforms here tonight. Spring Mills in the home whites. Anderson and Gore ready for the jump ball, and it's won by the Cardinals. Poku Achampong will pass it out to Jones here at the top. Running point for Spring Mills as we are underway in the Cardinal Coliseum. And first shot of the night is a right corner three, up and no good from Tyler Jones, and it will be Washington ball.
That's what Tyler Jones is on the court to do, shoot threes more than anything. Some of those will go down tonight.
So Gore passing it quickly into the left corner here for Spring Mills. King kicking it out for Dolman in the right side now. Pass it around. Gore wanted to match up here against Chase Jones, but instead decides to kick it out. Dolman now guarded by Chase Jones. Sees a man open. Now it's King. Losing his dribble. He has to pick it up. Bounce pass it to Gore. Great defense here for Spring Mills. That's huge, and it's going to result, though, still in Gore getting the first 2 points of the night for the Patriots.
No Andon Santa Maria in the lineup for Spring Mills. Chet Gore is going to have to take advantage all night.
Apoku Achampong kicking it out to Jones, who sees Anderson wide open, who thought about the three, now drives in, posts up. His shot too strong, but he grabs his own rebound, now kicks it out for Jason Jones, and they'll reset the offense. Both teams like that high tempo. They both want to fly down the court, but ultimately they want to lock down defensively, and that's what they've done so far. But Jason Jones drives the left side, goes up strong, and puts it off the glass and in, and we're now tied at 2. 2 minutes in here to the first quarter. It's Gore getting triple teamed, trying to find a way through, and his shot no good.
You just got to pass that out of that.
Anderson likes the numbers. Passes it to Chase Jones alongside him, and he'll lay it up and in. And Spring Mills has its first lead of the night now at 4-2.
Got Xavier Anderson running the floor.
Quick three by Brown, way off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Watkins. His putback, no good. Good contest by Anderson, who will take it down the floor, try to go coast to coast. Loses it while going up, and he's fouled with 5:49 left here in quarter number 1. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
If this is something Xavier Anderson can do on a regular basis, get a rebound and take it up the floor coast to coast himself, because he has that level of ball handling ability, this team is going to be so scary in transition.
If he can do that, I want to see him in Morgantown. Playing both.
Right.
Anderson's first free throw. No good off the back of the rim. So it remains 4-2 here with 5:49 left in the first. Gets the ball back here. Second free throw is good by Anderson. His first point of the evening. It is now 5-2 Cardinals. King drives the right side, spins around, shot up, off the iron, no good, tipped around and grabbed by Anderson. Apoku Achampong had Jones open ahead of him, now kicks it over to the other Jones, that being Tyler, and his three no good. And a collision, no foul called. It's Anderson with the ball now, giving it to Jason, who gives it to Tyler. Got to keep up with the Joneses here so far tonight. It's going to be a challenge for everybody.
There's a lot of them to keep up with, yeah.
Anderson running the point. Dribbling, handing it off to Tyler Jones. He'll give it to Chase Jones. He'll then give it to Akwesi Apoku Achampong, guarded by Brown. Now Anderson resets the offense. Pass intercepted by Dolman. Dolman gives it to King. King lost it. Picks it up. Now kicks it back out here to Dolman, who will reset things. He takes a quick three, and it's too strong off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Tyler Jones. He'll bounce past Anderson, who almost got caught in the backcourt, but is quickly able to get it across to avoid the violation. Jason Jones kicking it out. Tyler gets the extra pass. One more. Apoku Achampong, good. Akwesi going crazy to begin the night here, and Spring Mills out to an 8-2 start halfway through the first.
He's an absolute sharpshooter. You have to pick him up deep behind the three-point line.
King bounce passing for Gore, waiting to see, finds Watkins open, and his three short. Spring Mills back the other way. Akwesi behind the back will now hand it over to Jones, who gives it right back to him. Now it's Anderson with the ball. Anderson give and go with the screen for Jason Jones, who sees the paint open. His left-handed shot no good, and now the ball's tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay here with Spring Mills.
I think Washington's got their hands full tonight if they don't have the advantage on the offensive side. Spring Mills' guards have done a really good job of keeping Dolman and King in check so far in the half court.
3:47 left here in the first. Apoko Champong three, knocked it down again. He's got 6 points now, 11 to Spring Mills leads Washington, and a timeout taken by the Patriots. We'll take it with them, a 30-second break. We'll be right back here in the Cardinal Coliseum on WRNR TV.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back out of the quick commercial break. Timeouts brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service. Great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page as we are back at it. Gore with the ball. Now Dolman sees King. King tries to drive to the top of the paint. Now kicks it out to the corner. Great defense here, locking down the Patriots as Spring Mills, not giving them an inch tonight, Dylan.
They can't get a lot of the offense going that they usually can.
King with a very tough angle, tried to put up that left-handed layup, and it's no good. Now Poku Achampong back the other way, kicks it out to Jason Jones. His three, no good, and grabs by Gore. Now quickly, does Washington have the numbers? No, but Dolman taking it himself on the right side anyway. Now kicks it out, open three, left corner, too strong, no good by Marrero, who just checked in at the timeout. Chase Jones, right side. Tough shot, no good, too strong. Gore grabs it. Back the other way we go with Washington here at 11-2, 2.5 minutes left in the first.
Washington's pace is going to have to be super fast.
King sees Gore with the matchup. Now Anderson going over to help out Jason Jones, which leaves Marrero open, and his shot too strong, no good, and grabs by Spring Mills. Anderson running things here for the Cardinals for now. As he hands it off to Opoku Achampong, who sees Jones. He finds it over to Tyler. Now Chase, but it's picked off by King. King going back the other way, lost it. Gathers it back up, though, with the dribble. Now picks it up, and will give it over for Marrero. Back to King. Under 2 minutes left here in the first. It's Dolman, guarded closely by Tyler Jones. Trying to find somebody. Gets triple-teamed. Gets stripped. And turnover. Jason Jones with it. And they'll slow things down with Akwesi Opoku Achampong. First quarter brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 301 Suite 301 in Martinsburg at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard. Call 304-263-3361. Is that basket good?
Chase Jones
counted in the foul for Chase Jones.
Driving strong down the baseline. It's just a totally different level of comfort from both teams in playing offense in the half court. Washington's got 2 points. It's for a reason. They can't get out in transition. They're not forcing enough turnovers. Going out, they got to rebound and go every time Spring Mills is going to miss a shot, because that's going to be their easy offense tonight. The half court has not been there so far. Spring Mills is locking them down. Chase Jones, Tyler Jones, Achampong, Xavier Anderson. The defense has been fantastic, and the half court offense has been super effective so far too.
First quarter also brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. Visit them online at fordhagerstown.com. Minute 30 left here in the first. 13-2, Spring Mills leads Washington. That foul, by the way, called against Marrero, his first team second, is a lengthy delay here, as you first had Coach Miller of Washington wanting to clear some things up with the officials. And then after that, Coach Layton came over to ask what was going on, and we'll resume here with Jones's and one opportunity at the free throw line. Free throw up, and too strong, no good, rebounded by Dolman. He quickly goes back the other way. Finds Hairston, who sees Gore wide open for three, and he airballs it. The Spring Mill student section will let him hear about it for now. Minute 21 left here in the first. The Cardinals get the ball back. That has not been the start Washington wanted. They were up 2-0. It's been 13 straight points since for Spring Mills. Akwesi with the rock, dribbling it across midcourt for Spring Mills. I'll hand it off now to Jones. He gives it to Anderson. Anderson wanted the ISO. Now wanted to set a screen. Opoku Achampong, NBA range three, and it's his third of the quarter. He can't miss tonight. 16-2 Spring Mills.
He can absolutely shoot the lights out. It's so impressive.
Gore trying to end the drought. Can't do so. Rebounded by Akwesi. Back the other way. Spring Mills with the numbers. Tyler Jones thought about the three. Instead gives it back to Akwesi, who's going to drive in. Euro step, kick it out to Tyler. Tyler takes a long two, and it's off the front of the rim. No good, and we'll have a foul here on some boxing out after the shot, stopping the clock with 36.3 seconds left. That's going to be the first foul of the night against Spring Mills, and it's Chase Jones's first. Washington with the ball. Gore gives it to King. King, step back three. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Chase Jones. 20 seconds left here in the first. They'll slow it down. We'll see if Spring Mills tries to hold for the last shot or not. Kick it in left corner. Tyler Jones now with it at the wing, and they'll give it to Opoku Achampong. Looks back at Coach Layton. Sees how much time's left. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He breaks one man's ankles. Now drives in. Goes with a crazy pass. Wide open. Jason Jones. Three. Good in the right corner. And that is how the quarter will come to a close. It is all Spring Mills here in the Cardinal Coliseum to begin the night in a big way, trying to make the statement saying that they are the ones clearly on top here in the area and maybe in the state. 19-2 after the first. Spring Mills leads Washington back in 1 minute here on WRNR TV.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We welcome you back here as we begin quarter number 2. Washington has possession. It's been a tough night for them so far. Dolman gives it to Hairston. Hairston back for Dolman now. Give it to King, who drives in, and count it. King showing off the strength there, weaving through. And they'll go to the free throw line with an opportunity for one more.
That was a good idea. Spring Mills is switching a lot on the defensive end. You get the smaller Achampong on you. Josiah King's got some size and some strength. He can get to the rim like that.
Free throw is good by King, and that will make it 19-5 here as we begin this second quarter. That was Opoku Achampong's first foul for Spring Mills as well, the first of the quarter. Anderson scanning his options, throws it down low underneath the basket for Jason Jones, and it's ripped out of his hands by Hairston, who looks down the floor. Has King spin cycle, shot, good again by King, and he's got himself a 5-0 run here for Washington to open up this second.
And you see him moving quick. Don't want that half-court defense to get set up for the Cardinals.
Akwesi already got 9 points, 3 trays so far tonight. Drives in, lost it, and they're going to call a foul on Washington. 7:07 left here in the second.
I'll tell you, what a first quarter from Akwesi Opoku-Achampong.
That foul called against Dolman, his first. Back to your point. Sorry to cut you off,
breaking the ankle of Dolman, and the kick out after a drive and spin I've only ever seen from SGA.
Inbound quickly to Jones, who kisses it off the glass. That being Chase. He's got 6 points now. 21-7 our score. Long three, Marrero, no good. Opoku-Achampong back the other way. And he'll take a three, and it is way off the mark.
I guess it got tipped.
Ariston sees Dolman at the left wing. He'll drive in now and keep dribbling and now hand it back for King. King to Dolman. Dolman gets a screen by Gore. Likes the matchup. Fadeaway shot, no good, but a whistle, and it looks like we had a foul away from the ball here with 6:27 left in quarter number 2. That foul called against Spring Mills. It'll be the team's second and the first for Zay, being Xavier Anderson.
Avery Brown's checked in for Washington. They got to find a way to get him open on the three-point line.
Dolman in front of Spring Mills' bench right now with the rock. Gives it to Hairston, who will quickly pass it over for King on the left side now. They'll go down low. Gore likes the matchup against Akwesi, and he's going to get called with a walk. Trying to draw the foul, and instead he turns it over. Spring Mills ball.
Holding the ball for too long, letting Spring Mills' defense get set up.
Akwesi picks up his dribble and will pass it over for Anderson. Gives it to Tyler Jones. Sees the open lane, now quickly kicks it out to Jason Jones, who sees Chase Jones. Now they go to Opoku-Achampong, who wants Anderson's turn for the money. Instead, he gives it right back to Akwesi. Now gets a screen. Akwesi kicks it out, right corner. No shot yet. Spring Mills being very patient here on this possession. Washington trying to heat up defensively, liking the fact that they're making them hold on to it. Kicking it out now, Tyler Jones, three. No good, but an offensive rebound by Akwesi is put back short. He gets it back. Now a whistle stops the clock with 5:20 left here in quarter number 2. So we got a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to be Hairston, I believe, called with that foul.
And that was my key for Washington. Crash the boards and get out. It's a tough thing to balance.
Now another foul.
You know, you want to get out in transition, and it's easier to do that from out from the 3-point line. If 4 guys are going for the rebound, they're not getting out on the fast break. So you got to find the balance between boxing out your guy and being able to move quick to get back on offense.
Was that picked up on camera?
It looks like it was. Maybe some of it at least.
They're mopping up the floor, and the mop came off the handle.
Putting in work over there, yeah. There you go.
Still got the job done.
Got off the floor quick.
Yeah.
That's a good job. Hey, your equipment failed on you there for a second. It's all right.
By the way, that was the 3rd team foul of the quarter for Washington in the first against Josiah King. Akwesi with the ball now for Spring Mills. 5 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Sees Anderson, finds Chase Jones. He'll drive the left side. Reverse layup, no good, but it falls back into his lap. He now turns around, puts up another shot. It's no good. Fighting for the ball and cherry picking its King back the other way, but it's rejected off the backboard by Xavier Anderson. Let's keep them on their feet, shall we? No. Jones couldn't get it done from the right corner. Now it's Dolman. Fadeaway jumper, too strong. And it's grabbed by Jason Jones. Akwesi back the other way. Gives it to Anderson. Anderson drives in. Shot. Good. Count it. And the foul. 23-7. Spring Mills now leads it. And Xavier Anderson's back at the line for the and one opportunity.
If all you showed me was Xavier A on the score sheet, I might assume the A stands for Antetokounmpo, Colin. He is looking like Giannis out here tonight.
See if he can get his 4th point of the evening. Shots up. And it's no good and grabbed by Dolman. Quickly back the other way. It's Washington. Dolman wide open for 3, but it's no good. They're still ice cold from beyond the arc. But now Gore gets fouled underneath the hoop, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
It's been tough for them to get into an offensive rhythm, not getting a bunch of open shots in the half court. So when you're getting them, you're not in the rhythm. There's such thing as being too wide open, thinking about it too much, but sometimes you're just not in the rhythm of the game. We're halfway through the second quarter. You got 7 points. So clearly, it's harder to make those shots, especially in a quick catch and shoot in transition sort of thing like that. Washington, I don't know where the answers are to score points.
Gore knocked them both down. So now it's 23-9.
You got to have better passing in the half court. Find Avery Brown. Bring him off a screen. Some sort of action off the ball.
Bodies hit the floor. Poku Achampong with the ball now as King quickly gets back up. Kwesi almost lost his dribble, but gets it back now and backs out. Second quarter brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home that's proudly served the area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Gore hands it to King. 3.5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. Dolman for Brown, down low for Gore. Gore knocks down Chase Jones. No foul called. Now it's Watkins in the paint. Gives it to Brown. Back for Watkins, and they'll reset with Dolman.
It's a sputtering engine in the Washington offense right now.
Gore has his pass deflected, intended for Brown, but we're going to get a foul called, and it looks like it might be a reach-in against Tyler Jones. 3:01 left here in the second.
Bailed out to an extent. That's the last foul to give. 4 fouls on each team now, 3 minutes left.
Timeout taken by Spring Mills. We'll take it with them, a 30-second break, and then we'll be right back here in the Cardinal Coliseum on WRNR TV.
Ice baths, polar plunges. What's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
We welcome you back here inside the Cardinal Coliseum. Timeouts are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service. Great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them today at 304-901-4777 or visit them on their Facebook page. 23-9 our score. The defending state champion Spring Mills Cardinals leading the undefeated Washington Patriots here tonight.
The Spring Mills' athleticism, their quickness, it's really impressive. Playing really disciplined on defense as well, to where Washington cannot drive to the basket and get those easy layups for Dolman and King. It's been post-ups from Chet Gore, getting to the free throw line. It's been tough going for them, getting points.
King with the ball here. Washington has possession. Both teams have used 1 timeout each. Dolman into the left corner. Watkins 3, no good. Washington still have not made a 3-ball tonight. And that's been the big difference.
Xavier Anderson affecting that one.
Anderson thought about a 3. He's going to take it. And his 3-ball no good. Gore grabs it. King looking down floor. Watkins was wide open, but he couldn't gather the pass. Out of bounds, turnover, Spring Mills ball with 2:29 left here in the second.
Washington's going to want to burn the tape of this first half. It's a great team that they're playing. They got to adjust to it.
What's crazy is They started off with a 5-0 run here in the quarter and are actually winning this quarter 5-4.
The defense has stepped up.
Ball stripped on the floor. Diving for it is Gore and Opoku Achampong. Tie up, jump ball, possession arrow. Going to give it to Washington, it appears.
Yeah,
2:13 left here in the second.
They're doing a better job of contesting Akwesi Opoku Achampong, making sure that he can't get his three-pointers off.
My apologies. Misspoke. It's actually Spring Mills keeping possession on the jump ball. And now we're going to get a travel called against Jason Jones. Turnover gives it to Washington.
No, they're calling it on Chase Jones, a push off the ball.
Thank you, Dylan. I see that now. So that's his second foul
of the
quarter
and
the team fifth. And I think since it's offensive, it won't result in the bonus here yet. Stolman with it. And he has it poked away, but it's going to remain Patriot possession. Dolman inbounds for Gore. Gore, guarded by Hope Bokwe, is checked in for the first time tonight. Now it's Dolman. Attacks the lane. Shot no good. Rebounded by Akwesi. Back the other way goes Spring Mills. Jones transition three. Too strong. But he gets his own rebound, and now from behind is fouled, which means he'll go to the free throw line, as that is the fifth team foul for Washington of the quarter.
There was a look in the eye of Hope Bokwe that I saw on the other end of that floor just now that, to me, it looked at Chet Gore and was like, you can't get past me. You can't. And it looks like that's a Spring Mills team-wide mentality right now, tonight, that you're not going to get by me on defense when I'm on defense.
Jones misses the front end of the free throws. By the way, that foul was against Brown, his first for Washington.
You have to give credit to the Patriots, though, for containing the Cardinals' offense. They've been pretty much struggling to find a way to score as well in this quarter, like you mentioned, Colin, just a minute ago.
Yep, Tyler Jones makes the second free throw. So it's now 24-9 with under minute 40 remaining here in quarter number two. Dolman brings it across midcourt, quickly gives it to King. King drives the left side. Layup is good right past Anderson's outstretched arms.
Josiah King's carrying the load right now. He's really been the only one that's found any success on that end.
Yep, he's got 7 of the 11 for Washington. Anderson with it. And his pass lackadaisical and picked off by King. It was intended for Akwesi, but too low. King, right side, lost his footing, and we're going to get a foul called.
Now Jones isn't happy about it.
Yeah.
Josiah King has been good so far this year that I've seen in drawing contact. He has that sort of James Harden style of play to him, not just because he's a lefty, but he likes to get to the rim. He's not going to take step-back threes like a James Harden, but just in the way that he drives strong to the rim. He'll draw the contact if he needs to. He's fine with taking 2 free throws.
Made the first, missed the second, did King. So it's 24-12 as Jason Jones passing it over to Tyler. Give it to Anderson. Under a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Anderson over for Jason Jones, who sees the open space on the right side. Shot up, good, counted in, the foul. He's got 7 points now here in half number 1. Trying to make it 8 at the charity stripe.
Jason Jones is one of those guys that we were wondering, hey, they didn't really play much at all last season. It's a short bench Spring Mills tends to use the last few years. Jason Jones stepped up great, playing well on both ends.
He makes the free throw, so it's now a 15-point lead for Spring Mills here at 27-12. Dolman, open, takes the 3, too strong, and now Brown goes over the back of Anderson, and that's going to be Brown's 3rd foul of the game. Anderson's okay. Being told to calm down over there.
Yeah,
40.7 seconds left.
I'm sure he's not happy about, a guy kind of climbing on his shoulders like that. But Avery Brown's just going up for the rebound. He knows he's got to jump as high as he can to compete with Xavier Anderson. He just did it early. Xavier stayed on the ground, and there's your loose ball foul.
Anderson, free throw. No good. He is now 1 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw is good by Anderson, giving him 4 points on the night, making it 28-12. Quickly back the other way goes Washington, and Anderson again with another block. Goes straight up and sends it right back into the face of Shedrick. Apoku Champong, shot no good, but he is fouled. So Kwesi will go to the free throw line with exactly 27 seconds left.
Trying to pick some cherries on the other end, and Xavier Anderson said, "No, sir. No, you will not." A fantastic half from him, outside of making your free throws,
Kwesi knocks down the first free throw. He's got 10 points now tonight.
The two of them, Kwesi and Xavier for Spring Mills, have done a lot of the work here tonight. Just the two of them alone are enough
Second
to
free throw, good.
give them the lead in points.
Largest lead of the night, 18 now for Spring Mills. And we're going to get a foul called against Anderson. Marrero on the spin cycle, went up and under the arms of Anderson, and Anderson, unfortunately for him, did not go straight up.
Nope, tried to come down and get the block before, as he was going for the underhanded layup.
So that's his second.
Looked like he smacked him on the wrist.
Free throw no good by Marrero. 19.4 seconds remaining on the clock here in quarter number 2. It is 30-12 Spring Mills. Second free throw, good to make it 30-13. Apoko Champong quickly across midcourt. Wanted the ISO here against Dolman. 10 seconds left. As he backs away, calls for Anderson to give him a screen. Now the switch for King. He drives in. Apoko Champong layup, no good. And the shot, I don't think was in time, not even close anyway. As we've hit halftime, our score, Spring Mills 30, Washington 13. As the teams tie in quarter number 2, 11 apiece in the score column, but a 17-point lead heading into the half for the defending state champions here in this top 5 matchup to begin EPAC play in the state of West Virginia. Step aside, take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that break, we'll have our halftime show here on WRNR TV. Back in 2 minutes.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Welcome back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. Halftime brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go and visit them online at wvjustice.lawyers.com. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me. Dylan Bishop, camera crew here tonight. Rodney Watcher, Tyler Strine, and Ethan Elliott. Back at the studio is Kyler High. Dylan, your thoughts here as we are through one half of tonight's contest?
Spring Mills is really good at basketball. That's the first and foremost thing. They have been incredibly impressive on the defensive end. Washington has these great guards, Dolman and King in particular, that can get out and run. And against most teams, they can drive to the lane and get a lot of opportunities at the rim. And they can make good passes against rotating defenses to get open threes. And they're not getting any of that tonight. Spring Mills, whether it's the fact that you have Xavier Anderson back there roaming around protecting the rim, gives you a little extra freedom out on the perimeter. And by the way, Spring Mills' tallest player, starting center, is not even playing tonight. It's really tough to get things going for Washington. They haven't really had a lot of chances to get out in transition because they have to focus so much on the half-court offense of Spring Mills, whether it's the deep threes from Kwesi Apokua-Champong, the pressure that he puts on the rim, driving, the kickouts to the corner that's been able to put together, not to mention Xavier Anderson flying in for offensive rebounds. It's hard for them to not crash the glass to make sure that Spring Mills it doesn't get second chance points or really commit to the rim so that they don't have easy layups. Then it's tough for you to get out in transition. You're not turning them over. It's tough, and it's a really impressive first half from the Cardinals.
Let's go ahead, step aside, take another 2-minute break here on the Mansion Freddie Law Firm halftime show. And on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll get you first half stats and your leading scorers here for tonight's game so far. Back in 2 minutes.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Howard Beck and Matsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? LawPBM.com.
Welcome you back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. Spring Mills already out, taking second half warm-ups here. Let's get Our first half stats, though, for you, brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Give them a call today at 304-263-4343, or you can go ahead, stop by, schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. First for Washington, only 3 players in the score column so far for the Patriots. Josiah King leads the way with 8 points. Chet Gore follows him with 4 points, and then only 1 point for Yair Marrero. On the other side, for Spring Mills, leading scorer for the Cardinals is Akwesi Opoku-Achampong so far with 11 points, followed by Jason Jones with 8. Then you got Chase Jones with 6. 4 points from Xavier Anderson, and 1 last point from Tyler Jones to total up the 30 for Spring Mills and the 13 for Washington. Go ahead and take one last 2-minute break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll be back with quarter number 3 here between the Patriots and Cardinals on WRNR TV.
Robbie, why are all the hot tubs rolling out of the showroom? Wait, don't tell me. The Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store at the Valley Mall is in its final weeks. It feels like you just got here. And this is the closeout sale, which means there's deep discounts on all clearance inventory? Oh man. So all the hot tubs, saunas, and swim spas, this is the last chance to take advantage of year-end clearances? That explains the forklifts. And the deep discounts, those are happening because Floor Pools needs to make room for new inventory. Wow. So if someone's been picturing their perfect spa, they might want to hurry before someone else wheels it away. You're right. It's great to hear people have been investing into better wellness for the new year. No matter the product, you'll unleash a better you. Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store at the Valley Mall is in its final weeks. Hot tubs, saunas, swim spas, and cold plunges are selling fast during the closeout sale. What's here today might be loaded up tomorrow, and the savings go with it.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome you back here inside the Cardinal Coliseum as we begin EPAC play in a big way. It's the defending state champion Spring Mills Cardinals leading the undefeated Washington Patriots 30-13 here in this top 5 matchup in Class 4A. Spring Mills 3rd in the coaches poll, Washington 5th in the coaches poll, and right now Spring Mills still with a 17-point lead. Dylan, what do you feel like Washington needs to do to chip away here in this game?
Avery Brown has 3 fouls. Makes it a little harder to rely on him through the second half. I want to see if they can try to get threes open from him and just in general in the half court. Can you find ways to get your three-point shooters open, to get them hot and try to make a run?
Washington starts with possession, but it's stripped away. Opoku-Achampong. Quick 3, and it's no good and grabbed by Gore. Now a long pass back the other way, and it goes through King's hands and out of bounds. Anderson will give it to Tyler Jones, who will bring it across here. Actually, I'll give it to Jason Jones first to do the honors. Good pass from Chase Jones to Akwesi Opoku-Achampong, and he lays it up and in.
Spring Mills 13. Their offense got stagnant in the second quarter as well. That's a great start, great play design.
Gore gives it to Dolman. Now back down low for Gorer, and he has his shot hit the bottom part of the backboard. And it's now Spring Mills with the ball, up 32-13. Opoku Achampong slowing things down here for Spring Mills. Content with this lead, content with the running plays and getting open looks. Jones for Anderson, kicking it out to Akwesi. He'll attack. Swing it to Jason Jones, who drives the left baseline, and just like that, it's good for two. He's got 10 points now. It's a 21-point lead for Spring Mills, up 34-13. King out to the opposite side. Washington still without a three-pointer made here tonight. It's Dolman losing his footing, stops. And his pass now picked off on the floor by Tyler Jones. Anderson looks down in the left corner, sees Chase Jones, who has to save it from almost going out of bounds. Now they'll reset with Xavier Anderson. 2 minutes in here to quarter number 3 so far. Opoku Achampong gives it over to Jason Jones, who will give it right back, and they'll swing it across the arc to the left side. Tyler Jones. Long two, good. 6-0 run to start off this third quarter for Spring Mills. Washington hasn't had a good quality shot yet. King, can he finally get the first three? Nearly banked it in, but still no good. Just not the Patriots' night here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what they can really do. Xavier Anderson makes it so hard.
Opoku Achampong. Three-pointer short. Offensive rebound. Jones counted in the foul. Chase Jones will go back to the free throw line for another and one opportunity.
But there was a point earlier in their basketball season here, Colin, where I compared a team's style of play to Oklahoma City. I think it was Martinsburg girls. I'm feeling from Spring Mills something a little closer to the Indiana Pacers here. Akwesi Opoku Achampong plays a little bit of a style of Tyrese Halliburton. He's a playmaker, but he'll shoot those threes himself to keep you honest.
Free throw good by Chase Jones. So a 9-0 start here to quarter number 3 for Spring Mills. Make sure you clarify, though, it's last year's Pacers, not this year's Pacers.
True, yes.
Yeah, definitely not this year's Pacers. Brown, 2 from the left elbow, short. Spring Mills quickly back the other way. Layup, though, no good in transition by Jones and rebounded by Dolman. Quickly back the other way. Can Washington finally get a three? They do, and it's from Hairston. His first points of the night, making it 39-16, stopping Spring Mills' 9-0 run.
That's what they got to do. Get out in transition every chance they get. Get an open three every chance they get. Something to get a spark.
Chase Jones down low, spins around. Kept the ball low, though, so we're going to get a tie-up. Possession arrow, though, keeping it with the Cardinals. Good job by Hairston getting in there.
A good minutes off the bench tonight from Tajay Hairston.
Dolman will now check out. King will check in. So Opoku Achampong set to inbound on the baseline for Spring Mills. Now just float it back for Chase Jones. Gives it to Tyler. We'll give it to Jason. And now we'll get a foul as Anderson is trying to size up here against Hairston, and Hairston grabbed him. That's his second foul. I believe team second of the quarter, it appears. Looks like they have that at his third, so I must have missed that. The inbound to Jones again, who gives it to Tyler. Pass it over to the left side here for Akwesi Opoku Achampong. Just a few steps away from us. Gets a good screen, now kicks it out to Jason Jones, who attacks. Layup, though, too strong. Poked around and rebounded by Washington. As Brown has it, and he'll give it to King, who will dribble it across. King goes into the right corner, now guarded by Anderson. We'll give it to Gora, gives it right back. They switch off him. Fadeaway shot way off the mark, off the side of the backboard and out of bounds from King. It'll be Spring Mills ball with 3:27 left here in the third quarter. We'll have to restart here as Washington wanted to sub, but I don't think they're going to let... No, they are going to let Dolman check in. Third quarter brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Zurf Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today or visit them online at lawpbm.com, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. Kind of more of a chess match here in this third quarter, Dylan.
Yeah, both sides struggled to score throughout this one as we get a turnover there. You know, Spring Mills, it was the second quarter. Washington, it's been all three. So both coaches, I think, are going a little deeper in the playbook to try to find sets that will turn into points. You saw the horns come up there for Spring Mills on that one. Couldn't get it done.
King passes it in the left corner. Shot way too strong from Shedrick. It's an air ball on the three attempts. Chase Jones thinks about the three. Instead, we'll hand it off to Akwesi. Akwesi with 13 points so far. So they'll send a long pass to the opposite side. They give it to Jones. And Jason Jones, three-pointer, no good. And now a foul is called here.
Look at Akwesi for that one, I think.
I think you might be correct. 2:34 left here in quarter number 3. So Washington will inbound, and that is Akwesi, and that is his third.
Here goes Chet Gore to the bench. If you just look at the size of this Washington lineup, and he's not out on the floor. They are short compared to Spring Mills.
Fadeaway jumper. Rattles around, no good, but an offensive rebound, and now the pass thrown away, but it's not going to be a backcourt violation because of the deflections. Brown, trapped in front of us, finds Hairston, deflects off him. Brown gets it back, now attacks the basket, goes up for a layup, collides with Xavier Anderson. We're going to get a foul called with 2:13 left here in the third.
Anderson against this small lineup should have had an easy defensive rebound. It slipped out of his hands. That's how you get that second chance opportunity.
It's an offensive foul called against Brown, and that's his fourth. It's been a tough day for him. Still no points, and now 4 fouls.
You could tell he was forcing it a little bit. You know, guys will sometimes do that on their off night, and that was one that just probably put him on the bench for most of, if not the rest of the night, considering you might sit him down if things out of hands in the fourth quarter.
39-16 still the score here in the third quarter. Xavier Anderson brings it across, gives it to Chase Jones. I'll hand it over to Tyler. 2 minutes remain here in the third. Tyler Jones, shot, no good, but he's fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line.
It's felt like a quiet night for Tyler Jones.
It has been. He's only got 3 points.
I do think that when you look across the Spring Mills 5 that they have out on the floor, more often than not, starting 5, he probably is the second guy that you key in on the perimeter. So probably sticking closer to him, making sure he can't get open threes. That's what he's known for.
Free throw, no good.
And then when he gets the ball, it's tight defense and he can't drive to the rim. So it's been a quiet night for him. The other guys are getting left open more often.
Marrero was called with that foul. It was his second, as Jones makes the second free throw, though. Make it 40-16 Cardinals. King wanted to go coast to coast, and he does. His first basket of the second half, making it 40-18. He's got 10 total now here tonight.
Saw Xavier Anderson go for the charge there, and Josiah King held up just a little bit. Made that sidestep move.
They float a pass down low for Xavier Anderson, who gets double teamed. Now they see Tyler Jones, who gives it to Jason Jones. Jason Jones back out to Tyler Jones. And they'll reset with a Poco Champong. Akwesi lost it, and it's out of bounds. He's trying to say he was being held. And instead they're just going to say there was a deflection. So he gets bailed out in the end somewhat, as Spring Mills is able to keep possession. Lob inbound pass to Jason Jones, who gives it back to Akwesi. Minute 15 remains here in the third. Apoko Achampong sees Chase Jones at the top of the key. And he'll give it right back. Floater, no good. Apoko Achampong gets his own rebound. Now send it out to Xavier Anderson. Student section wants him to take the three. He won't. He's going to dribble it back out to midcourt. Wants the ISO against Harrison. Will now pass it to Tyler Jones, who gives it to Akwesi. Wide open left corner three, and it's no good.
I think he was acting there. That was part of the play setup.
King sees the cut from Harrison, passes it to him. Harrison now double teamed. His pass deflected. Dolman gets it, gives it to King, and King lays it up and in.
Pass it.
Making it 40-20. 30 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Apoko Achampong kicking it out to Jason Jones. Open look. No good. Put back. No good, but we're going to get an over-the-back foul called with 20.7 seconds left. He's taking a hard fall there, too, with Chase Jones, who's going to be the guilty party as well.
That's a nice effort from Chase Jones, but that's a foul.
His third, and it looks like team's fifth. Or, excuse me, only second. I was looking at timeouts left, and that's incorrect as well, which is what confused me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Spring Mills going with a full court press here with 20 seconds left as the inbound to King. King gets past Boquay, sees the open lane, goes in, layup short, rebounded by Anderson. Anderson quickly going back down the court, under 10 seconds left. Tyler Jones, transition three, short, ball tipped out. King, 3, 2, King. Slapped in the face. Hopefully he's okay as he gets helped up. So with 0.3 seconds left in the third, he's going to go to the free throw line as Apoko Achampong whacked him.
He tried to give him a little bit of that ball fake, extending those arms out to try to throw him off, but Kwesi still with a good contest until the end, and he came down and smacked him in the arm.
King, first free throw. Rattles through. He's got 13 points now here tonight.
13 out of 21. Like I've mentioned earlier, he's really been the only guy that's been able to get any traction. It's been those little hesitation moves, making the right play at times, drawing fouls.
Second free throw goes in and out, and that is how quarter number 3 comes to an end. Spring Mills, 40. Washington, 21. Our score. So, we'll head to the fourth after this 1 minute break. This is West Virginia High School EPAC boys basketball on WRNR TV. Back in 1 minute.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Welcome back here inside the Cardinal Coliseum as we head to the final quarter of regulation. Spring Mills leads Washington 40-21. Trying to give Washington its first loss of the season. Washington begins with the ball. It's Josiah King. Giving it to Dolman, who pump fakes, now drives in. Floater is good, and that's Dolman's first points of the game. Apoko Achampong gives it over to Anderson. Back to Akwesi. Give it right back to Anderson. Anderson Sees Akwesi open in the right corner, dribbles over to the wing now. We'll give it to Hope Boquay. Boquay has a nice cushion. We'll hand it over to Jones. Akwesi sees Tyler Jones in the right corner as Spring Mills just kind of keeping possession as long as possible here and wanting to space out Washington's defense. Chase Jones now drives in, attacks, goes to the hoop, and scores. He's got 11 now. Back the other way, we're going to get a foul here in the transition as Dolman gets tripped up by Hope Boquay.
He's a little banged up after that one, too.
7:04 left here in the fourth as Dolman.
That's a very pronounced limp.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got to check out for sure.
He's not going to.
He's doing that right in front of his coach.
And now he's going to say, I need checked out.
I think
the officials are going to allow him to do so.
Well, he didn't say anything and was just figured he would get subbed out. Or maybe he didn't want subbed out. He thought he could just walk it off. He just held out long enough.
So we'll reset here on this side of the floor. A minute into this fourth. At 42-23 Spring Mills. King drives in. Shot no good off the backboard, and now a foul immediately on the rebound for Anderson. He's jawing back and forth with Harrison after that.
That's the energy Xavier Anderson's always playing with. Football, basketball, no matter what. He's always jawing, trash talking.
And that's Harrison's fourth foul. Anderson go up against Gore here on this possession. As he passes it to Jones. Give it to Boquay. Boquay over to Chase Jones, who wanted to go down low to Boquay, but instead will give it over to Anderson. This pass thrown away as Zay and Tyler Jones not on the same page.
Give credit to the Washington defense. 42 points for Spring Mills with 6.5 minutes left is an impressive feat, even without Santa Maria.
That one poked away. King able to recover, though, here against Anderson. Spins around, and it's now taken away by Hope Boquay. He's going to go back the other way against two guys, and it doesn't matter. Layup is good. Timeout taken by Spring Mills, as that's Hope Boquay's first 2 points of the night. 44-23 our score. We'll take a 30-second break with them here on WRNR TV.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
We welcome you back here on WRNR TV. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's, as well as Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. They're representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Visit them online at skinnerwins.com. 44-23, Spring Mills leads Washington here tonight. And for Spring Mills, it's without the Musselman transfer and in Santa Maria.
I don't understand how teams are going to score points against Spring Mills. If Washington is 23 and there's another...
a team that averages in the 80s.
And there's another Redwood that you can put out there when the team's fully healthy. I don't know. I don't know how you get to the rim.
King lost his balance and falls out of bounds on the dribble. Good defense there by Xavier Anderson to cause the turnover. It's Jones, that being Tyler, one of the three. We'll give it over to Anderson. Anderson passes it out to Chase Jones. We'll give it back to Anderson. Back to Chase. Chase posting up, thinking out to the right corner, wide opens Tyler Jones for three, and it's good. His first three ball of the night. He's got 7 points now, and it's a 47-23 advantage for Spring Mills. Now we'll get a foul, and it's Hope Belquay.
It's one of the first times Tyler Jones has been left open.
Yeah.
He finally was able to knock one down.
So that is Belquay's second foul of the night. Second of the quarter for Spring Mills. 5:17 remains here in the ball game, most likely, unless Washington can pull off a miracle. Gore, fadeaway jumper. No good, rebounded by Belquay. Kwesi brings it across. We'll slow things down here for Spring Mills. Started by Harrison. We'll give it over to Belquay, who sees Chase Jones open. Now back down low for Belquay. Belquay spins around, shot good. And now a whistle after the fact, and it looks like we're going to get another timeout taken by the Cardinals here after Belquay's shot, making it 49-23. So we'll take another 30-second break with 4:51 left here in quarter number 4, and then we'll be right back on WRNR TV.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Welcome you back here out of the timeout, which is brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service. Great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Both teams get back out onto the floor here in the Cardinal Coliseum. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's game. We'll be back in action with another broadcast Thursday. Girls basketball. Musselman at Martinsburg.
That'll be a fun one.
Should be. And then Friday we'll have the boys basketball edition of that rivalry. We'll finish the week on Saturday as Martinsburg hosts University as they come to the Panhandle, and they'll first play, I believe, Washington, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday.
Have to watch for that result as well.
Harrison gives it to Marrero, guarded by Belquay. Marrero loses his footing, but passes it over to Harrison before he falls down. Harrison bounce passes down low as he sees cutting in behind Anderson, Shedrick. And Shedrick has his first points of the night, making it 49-25. .4:15 left here in the game as Harrison going to be called with a foul against Opoku Achampong, and that's going to end his night. He's fouled out.
And Harrison exchanging some words with Opoku Achampong on the way out. Playing tough defense, but a little too physical.
Anderson will give it over to Opoku Achampong, who sees Tyler Jones wide open in the left corner for a three, and there it is for TJ.
You see the eyes of Opoku Achampong. They're always up. Even on the drive, he's looking for somewhere to spray it out to. And a lot of times it's open.
52-25 now as Washington trying to respond with a three of its own, and it's good by Marrero. 52-28. Anderson wanted to give it to Jones, but saw shifting over there Shedrick, so he decides to keep it. Anderson gives it to Chase Jones in the left corner. He takes a three, and it's good. He's got 14 points. He's now the leading scorer tonight for the Cardinals. It's 55-28. King. Watkins, pass intercepted. Belquay the other way. And it's stripped out of his hands going up for the shot, but it looks like they're going to call a foul, I believe, against Shedrick. Might have got the wrist of Belquay. 3:13 remains here in the fourth.
Shedrick is...
No, they're actually not going to call foul. Just say it was out of bounds off Shedrick, who's, hurt.
Yeah, jogged off the floor, took himself out of the game immediately after that.
Hopefully he's okay.
Holding his rib or something, it looks like.
Jones gets ran into and knocked down by King. And a whistle blown, and that foul going to be called against Josiah King. Now checking in will be Cox for the first time tonight for Washington. He's going to go in for Watkins. 3:10 remains here on the clock.
Avery Brown's back in with 4 fouls.
Chase Jones gives it to Boquet, guarded by Cox. Will turn around and give it to Anderson, who almost lost it. He's able to recover and give it to Akwesi Apoku-Achampong, who gets a screen here, switching it over to Gore defensively. Akwesi gets past Gore, kicks it out to Jones, who thought about the 3. Instead will take a long 2, and it's good. He's got a dozen now, and it's 57-28.
It's simple offense from Spring Mills. They get the switch, you get Chet Gore onto Apoku-Achampong, then you're able to drive by him and put the Washington defense into rotation.
King for Marrero. Marrero down low for Gore. And Gore is going to have an easy basket as a clear flop there.
Yeah.
And no call, which is correctly done as we continue on. 57-30 the score now. Anderson gives it to Akwesi. Akwesi's had a quiet second half, only 2 points here in this second half.
They focused in on stopping his scoring, and he's passing instead.
Gives it to Anderson, who gives it to Tyler Jones. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Boquet saves it from going out of bounds, now trapped in the corner. Sends a long pass. It's tipped by Jones and intercepted by Brown. Brown the other way against Akwesi. Layup good, counted in the foul. And that is Avery Brown's first 2 points of the game, making it 57-32.
You can see the talent of Washington when they're able to get numbers on the break before Spring Mills has their defense set up, before Xavier Anderson's able to get to the rim to protect it. They're able to make plays like that over these guys.
Chase Jones called with a foul, his 4th, as the free throw rattles around and no good and grabbed by Jones. Minute 35 or so left here in this ball game. Akwesi with it, drives in, takes a hop, takes a step and a jump, and a shot no good. He'll go to the free throw line though, as he was fouled on the play. Minute 31 remains. That foul called against Cox, his first.
You can feel the absence of a guy like Caleb Thomas from this Cardinals team. Just feels like there's only so much offensive juice sometimes outside of Apoku-Achampong.
He makes the first, giving him 14 points. Now our score 58-32.
But you can absolutely see it's made up for with the perimeter defense on the other end. And when they have Santa Maria to go down low to, that's going to create some extra offense for them as well.
Second free throw, good. He's got 15 now, and he takes the lead as leading scorer, making it 59-32. Cox sends a pass high. King has it and gets hit from behind by Boquet, going up like a corner, still on the football field for Spring Mills.
Boquet's the football player
yes.
on the team here. That's I mean that literally and figuratively. The football player playing basketball type of style.
And now he gets an interception as he deflects that one, goes back the other way. Layup short, but he's fouled. He gets helped up here by Marrero. And he'll go to the free throw line.
I won't call him a Lou Dort style player, or else I'll get another text telling me I've been comparing too many people to NBA players.
Free throw, good by Boquet. He's got 5 now on the night. As we see the bench being cleared here for Spring Mills, as Stovall and Wong checking in, as well as Mazzeo.
Spring Mills is going to be dangerous. as we already knew, I think it's a different kind of dangerous than I was expecting. It's the defense that's powering this team.
Free throw, good by Boquay again, and that makes it now 61-32 as King. Across midcourt, drives in, and he's fouled on the floor with 1:06 left here remaining in this one.
And I think if you're Washington, I said it towards the end of the first half, a burn the type of game. Now, obviously, not in a literal sense. You want to make sure you can take away everything you can from this game and figure out how to beat this team. But in terms of, this is not who we are. We are a very good basketball team. Getting blown out by this many points, it's not something that's going to happen to us a lot. So as long as you keep that confidence, I think they can figure out ways to do better next time around against Spring Mills.
Josiah King makes both free throws to make it 61-34. 1 minute remains here tonight. Spring Mills will improve to 6-1 on the season, and Washington will fall to 6-1 on the season. Here's a three. Might have been deflected as it was short from Mazzeo, but an offensive rebound for Spring Mills. Sapoko Achampong will dribble around here, guarded by King, who wants to get that 5-second call. And is doing so for now. It's Stovall now with it. Drives in, lost the ball though. And Washington going the other way, looking down the floor. It has King, and they'll give it to him. He's now got 17 points, making it 61-36. We'll see if Coach Miller calls off the Patriots. Doesn't look like it. They're going to trap. They're going to give it, and King will have an easy layup. So some garbage time points here in the end as Washington does call it quits at 61-38. Spring Mills gets the victory here at home to begin play in the Panhandle. We'll step aside and take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll get to our post-game show here on WRNR TV. Back in 2.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
That's Cody's with a T for trust.
Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. It's perfect for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market. Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. A perfect mix of white and dark meat for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
We welcome you back to the Cardinal Coliseum and welcome you to the post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials in a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Go ahead and check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Tonight's final score one more time, Spring Mills 61, Washington 38. So Spring Mills gets the win, improves to 6-1 overall, 1-0 in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Washington falls to 6-1 overall and 0-1 in the EPAC 2. Colin McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop alongside me. Dylan, before we get to the post-game stats, your thoughts?
It's a statement win for Spring Mills. The reason this gym is packed out tonight is because people thought, hey, Washington might give them a game. And they didn't. They just straight up didn't. Washington couldn't score. Spring Mills is missing a key rim defender, rim protector as well, and in Santa Maria tonight. It didn't matter because Xavier Anderson was still back there patrolling things near the basket, and you end up with 38 points. Josiah King was the only one that got anything going, but he didn't have a great game by any means. He took a lot of shots to get the points that he got.
And a lot of them late in that final minute.
Yeah, that too. And then Chris Dolman didn't score until the fourth quarter. So those are the guys that carry the load. Avery Brown only got 2 points tonight. They didn't leave him open from three. It was a really well put together game plan from Spring Mills, and the players took over from there.
All right. Unless you got anything else you want to add, I'll get to the post-game stats.
Go ahead.
Post-game stats brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit them online at burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. For Washington, leading scorer tonight for the Patriots with 19 points, Josiah King. Behind him, it was Gore with 6, Morero with 4, Harrison with 3, and then 2 points each from Dolman, Brown, and Shedrick to total up the Patriots 38 points tonight. 2 in the first, 11 in the second, 8 in the third, and 17 in the fourth. For Spring Mills, leading scorer tonight, Akwesi Apoku Achampong with 15 points. Then you saw 14 from Chase Jones, 12 from Tyler Jones, and 10 from Jason Jones. Hope Boquay had 6, and rounding out the scoring for Xavier Anderson, 4 points for Spring Mills. 19 in the first, 11 in the second, 10 in the third, and 21 points in the fourth in total for the Cardinals to total up the 61 for the defending state champions.
What a game.
Yeah.
What a game.
Let's get to the player of the game and wrap things up. Player of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
I think it's got to be Akwesi Apoku Achampong. 15 points. Most of that in the first half. But I called him a Tyrese Halliburton. I made that comparison because it stylistically you can tell that his first thought is to get to the rim. His second thought, and it might be 1A, 1B, is to pass it out to my teammates. And then third is putting that pressure from behind the three-point line, taking those deep threes that he can. And sometimes that comes out first so that the defense will come out and guard you further so that you can then use that to get to the rim. Little up fake, shot fake, get to the rim. That puts the defense in rotation. You can kick it out to the corners, things like that. It's kind of the style that Tyrese Halliburton has really thrived on in the NBA, and it's sort of what Apoku Achampong did tonight. The team at a large, maybe not a Pacers sort of style. That's not their pace that they play, but Akwesi's really good offensively, and he backs it up on the defensive end as well. That's where the Halliburton comp can end, because the Spring Mills defense has been incredible here tonight on the perimeter. Akwesi just as big a part of that as anybody else, and he carried the offense. He is the engine of the offense. It all runs through him.
That'll wrap things up for us tonight. Again, our next broadcast, Thursday, girls basketball between Musselman and Martinsburg. And then Friday, we'll have the boys edition of that rivalry for you. And then Saturday afternoon, we'll have University against Martinsburg. For Kyler High, back at the studio, our camera crew today, Ethan Elliott, Tyler Strine, and Rodney Watcher. Alongside me, Dylan Bishop, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off for tonight's broadcast. Hope you enjoyed it here on WRNR TV. Have a good night.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett. Hagerstown Ford. Fort Evans Archery. Rocks Local Markets. The Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys. Cody's Auto Body. The Palace Lounge. Parsons Ford of Martinsburg. The Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. The Berkeley County Health Department. Bodwell Insurance Solutions. Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors. WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers. The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. CMA Honda of Winchester. CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg. CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg. Flower Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.